Wow. Getting old. Hey guys, what's up? It's us again. I'm tired. Let me tell
I'm
you.
exhausted.
That's just our energy for the day. It's the night. She's yawning. It's Saturday night.
It's like 10 o'clock.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Let's see what time it is. It's 9:41. Exaggeration.
It's 10 o'clock.
It's 9:40. A little bit of a long day. The stream, did some work offline. Made the determination that TikTok. I'm gonna complain about work a little bit. Okay.
Go ahead.
Made the determination that TikTok kind of sucks from a creator perspective. Part of me feels like it's because now it was great at like the beginning of the year. Hoofa. You know, we had a real good month one month. But compared to what it was, it's horrible. I think part of it maybe is because they're talking about a ban on the 19th. So maybe they're trying to milk it as much as possible.
19th of December or January?
So I think that they might be trying to milk it because like 50% of your For You page is either sponsored posts or TikTok shop. Hey guys, hey, if you want to buy this poop? No, not really. I want to watch content. So my views have gone down a little bit. Constantly videos are getting taken off the For You page. But like they don't tell you, they don't give you an alert. It's not like, hey, this is blah, blah, blah. You have to go and you have to do an account check manually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have to manually do an account check. And it's like, oh yeah, this one's not on the For You page. And it's like, why? I had one video where I reacted to some person and she was like, she was talking about how she like hits her partner. And they pulled my video off the For You page. But hers just got like 1 million views. Like, okay. So kind of frustrating, made me reconsider my content strategy, which means I got to do more clip work offline, which is fine. It's always the end of the year. Every end of the year, I do poorly.
Yeah, I think it's just
Whatever energy
the
is
life
going
of
on.
a content creator.
Yep. I mean, I'm still very fortunate, but it's like the ebbs and flows. It's just like frustrating. So, you know how I am. I just complain about it every half hour. I say something and complain. I'm like, TikTok. This is fucking bullshit. That's me. That's pretty much all the time. And, you know, I just say the same things over and over again. I gotta change that. That's my life.
Yeah, I guess I say the same things too.
About your work? Oh, yeah, of course, all the time.
No, I meant in response to you.
Yeah, it's really just me. I just need to complain.
Yeah.
I just need to get it. I need to complain. I'm like, "Rawr." I'm just grumpy. I'm grumpy. I'm old. I make a lot of noise when I move now.
You do.
So much noise. I'm in pain. I'm in constant pain. It's the.
But why? What is painful?
It's the Manjaro that makes me sore and old and rickety, which I took today, and plus working out. And so now, like after I squat, especially, sore for like 6 days. So I squat Wednesday, and I start feeling real good by Monday, maybe Tuesday. I'm like, woo, and then Wednesday we go right back into it.
We should have had broccoli with dinner.
What would that have changed?
I don't know.
That was not going to make me
Made
less
you
sore.
move your prolactic acid, right?
I don't know if my lactic acid. I don't know.
fucking
Maybe
know.
walking does, but we walked around a lot. We did Christmas shopping. Well, we shopped for outdoor blow-ups.
You'll see it in the vlog when it comes out eventually.
What an experience. We went to the Walmart. We shopped for a while. We decided to do an angel tree. We just did one at this time, and the next time we go to Walmart, we'll do another one. And
I don't know.
We're not going to go to that Walmart. We went to a Walmart that's different from usual, and we did our shopping, and we got like probably got $150 for that kid. But it's cool stuff. We got him a monster truck and everything. Not a real monster truck. That'd be a cheap monster truck. And so that was cool. We got
he liked monster trucks and arts and crafts.
So we got him a monster truck stuff. We got him like a put together your own monster truck like kit.
Yeah, like a craft kit.
And I got him a 3D pen. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty badass. And some coloring books and crayons. But anyway, we pay and whatever. And last year when we went to the Walmart we went to, you go to the customer service and you give it to them. So we went to customer service. We were on that line for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I took a piss. Not on the line. I pissed in the bathroom.
Might as well.
I could have pissed my pants and waited for it to dry. We get to the front. She's like, "Oh no, go over there. There's just bags over by where you put the donations." And I'm like, "What?"
Yes, but did you hear what she said?
No.
This is me being a bitch.
She called you mama.
Yes.
She said, "Mama."
Yes.
And she didn't even know that your mama got. Papa got.
She handed me the receipt. I was like, "Here you go, mama." And I was like,
I heard what she
I turned
said.
around.
Why you have? I love you to death. You are. I love you.
Unpleasant.
You are so unpleasant. You asked that one woman that worked there where the crayons were, and she looked through her phone, and she's like, I don't know. And you were like, thank you. And you're so.
I didn't say thank you. I said okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
fucking tell me where the crayons are.
Yeah, I mean, you work there. You should be able to tell me where crayons are. But it is what it is.
She looked it up on. She looked it up.
Yeah, on their phone.
She looked it up.
Listen, there's a lot of new people for the holiday season. It's just a frustrating time for everybody. But anyway, we get over to the place to donate the things. It's just a box, and there's no bags there. So we asked this young man who recognized me, which was cool. And he's like, we were just like, hey, can we get a bag? He's like, oh, just like, can you just tape it together? He was nice about it. But I'm like, we have like 7 things. I'm not going to tape them together.
Well, I said, do you have tape?
yeah, because he didn't even offer his tape.
And he was like, no, I'm just
he was on the radio.
Said.
He was on the radio with the supervisor. So I was like, listen, I know it's not you, but can you please call the supervisor over? So the supervisor came over. It was another young kid. I'm getting old. But I was like, listen, can we get a big bag? I said, even a black garbage bag would be perfectly fine. Something. Because I feel like they weren't thinking about that. I know what it's like to be like working at retail and you're just kind of trying to get people to leave you alone.
Yeah.
You know, everything's an inconvenience. I get it. But I'm like, please, like a black garbage bag. You have to have a garbage bag.
Yeah. Because we got an okay amount of stuff. We wanted to just make sure like it was all kept together. And like it's Walmart. I don't need nobody walking in and taking the stuff that we bought for this kid.
So they went back there. They got us not garbage bags, but like big Walmart bags. We got like 4 of them. We only needed 1 though. But that worked out. But I'm just like, damn, that was frustrating.
That was so dumb.
Part of me was like, I just want to go back online and return this. But I'm like, it's for a kid. I'm gonna return it because you know.
I was going to leave, and I would have taken it back to our closer Walmart another day.
That could have been.
I was so over it.
But there's the identification of the Salvation Army thing wasn't even very good.
It's Salvation Army that does that?
Yeah. You don't like that?
I hate Salvation Army.
Guess we're not doing another angel tree.
I really didn't know that. That's who does the angel trees.
Yeah, that's why.
I would never do it again. Why?
It's still for kids.
I don't care.
It's for kids.
I don't like the Salvation Army.
Anyway, we had a really good time at Walmart today. Another thing too, we got these new shirts from TikTok Shop.
We did.
This is hubby and wifey.
Wifey.
And so they're comfortable-ish, except for the thing. I guess it's starchy, and it's just been chafing my left nipple so bad. I had to put an undershirt on.
Not the right one, though.
No, just the left one. It's been just chafing it. And there's not even like a graphic on the nipple, so it's confusing. But
the shirt's kind of itchy.
Yeah, see? I think we need to wash it. And it'll get better.
You're not supposed to say that. We're not dirty birds.
We just got, I mean, it's not dirty. You know, I'm just looking.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, maybe we'll fucking
die early. There could be chemicals.
Maybe we'll fucking die early. Thank God.
But yeah, you'll see in our vlog, we bought like $350 worth of Christmas decorations.
We did. We got a lot of. Well, we have a dinosaur theme. It's gonna be cool.
There's
cool. A Santa Claus riding a dinosaur. I just don't have the energy to do it tonight. And I wanted to do I actually like this podcast. Excellent reception last week. Probably should have started with that.
Oh yeah, thanks for watching.
Look at this fucking asshole. Thanks for watching.
What do you want me to say?
It was cool. Listen.
I love and appreciate you all. Continue to listen to us, please. I really like it. It makes me feel good about myself.
She's being genuine to you, but she's being sarcastic to me. Like the genuinity of her statement is towards you. The sarcasm is towards me for giving her any critiques. I love you. She knows that it's true. But yeah, no, we had an excellent first podcast.
It was like fun.
First of all, I like this format because we're just sitting down and doing nothing. Well, we're talking, but we're just sitting down in pretty comfortable chairs from Bob's, and we're just talking. But second of all, what? Bob's plug. Second of all, I was hoping like, okay, maybe we'll get like 500 people to watch, and that would be really good. You know, that episode right now has 3,600 views since we posted it, and we posted on what, Tuesday?
I have no idea.
I think it was Tuesday, and it's Saturday for us right now. We'll probably post it again on Tuesday. So that was awesome. I was like, wow, people like they're really into us. It's really great. I was so cool. I really appreciate that. It was fantastic, the reception, and like, you know, then we're putting up some short stuff, and it's going pretty well. It's nice and smooth, but it's a lot like more work for me now because I'm doing like the editing stuff, which I want to. I'm very controlling. And then with TikTok, I'm also doing my own editing. I'm trying to get all my clips right now. I'm trying to get from my TikTok, from my YouTube long form videos instead of doing like the TikTok React stuff. Just trying to get everything. Go watch this, you know? No.
I'm nodding my head, yeah.
That's the energy. She's heard this 800 times. She's heard me talk about this constantly. It's like a chant for me. Yes, we're going to do this. Yes, this is what we're going to do.
Okay, husband.
That's part of being in a relationship, listening to your partner bitch about the same fucking thing 500 times over and over and over and over and over and over again.
So what's on the docket for this week, Mr. Gut?
I was just taking a breath, Mr. Gut. I was just taking a breath.
Making an old man noise.
These chairs are pretty comfortable. You want to know what's on the docket? This. I talked about this a little bit on my stream, but this is, I got to get up. Can you get up and I'll get up? No. All right, you guys ready? I'm going to get up and show you this.
You did that. You got to do it silently.
Okay, I'll try again. Okay, I'm going to do it silently. Ready? Okay.
You did it.
Not bad. This is I got this for our anniversary. It was 11/13. This is from Funko. This costed me $70. Okay, do you see this? It came like this.
I took it out the box and rearranged him.
Well, when I got it, because it's nice. I'll just be honest. It's nice. When I got it, you were cut in half. You weren't pushed together.
Oh yeah.
You were. She was in half. They butchered my girl. They butchered my girl. But she was cut in half, and I was on the side, so we took them out. I adjusted it. Then she took it out. She adjusted it. This cost me like $70 with tax, maybe 72. You think that you fucking assholes could have done a little better? You know? Oh, you're still in half. Look at this. Look at you.
That's crazy.
You see it? It's wild. So I don't know if you guys can see it with all the glare, but she's still cutting. Oh, you can see it. She's cut in half, like a magician's trick. So here's my thing. I would just expect a little bit more. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. That was quiet. I would just expect. I would have expected a little bit more
quality.
It's Funko is a big brand. You think that this would be fucking embarrassing for them. I understand it's a custom, but like if you couldn't make it look nice, especially since I think for every Funko, the box is part of the Funko.
Yeah,
it's cool to take them out of the box, which we do, which is a good idea. Not all, like you could stack them.
You come so far.
I know. I used to be like, never take them out. Like we leave them on to stack them, but we use them as holiday decorations now. But the box is part of it. So when this box looks like some asshole put it together, it's like, well, really? Like Funko did this? Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? It looks like somebody put it in the box and just threw it across the room.
Yeah.
Maybe they did. Maybe they're just like, fuck these guys, and they just chucked it. So that was fucking annoying. But I'm staring at myself right now. I'm just staring at my goddamn self. But they look kind of like us.
Yeah, you did a good job.
I was like half asleep when I put those together laying next to you. Isn't that crazy?
That's so cute. Was I snoring?
Probably, yeah.
Like last night? Yeah. Do you remember last night?
What happened last night?
You were mean to me while I was sleeping.
What did I do?
I must have been snoring because I snored myself awake. And what did I wake up to? You said something like, oh my fucking God. Something like that. Do you remember what you said?
Listen, I was downstairs. I did some work, laid on the couch for a little bit, and I got into bed to go to sleep. And I lay down, and the second that I get comfortable, she gets on her back, and she goes, and I go, I think I said, oh, come on. Like
there was definitely, you said the F word.
What is it? They come the fuck on?
You said something like that. What did I say?
I said Jesus. I know. You know what I think I said? I think I said Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. And then
and it was almost horrifying. She goes from snoring, and I lay down and I go, Jesus fucking Christ. She says, "Are you talking about me?" Like in the most normal human voice. She doesn't go, "What?" She goes, "Are you talking about me?"
It's back to sleep.
It's this fucking psychotic demon.
Because you need to know. Don't fucking talk to me like that. It doesn't matter if you think I can't hear you. I do.
The fucking rage of this woman. I feel like
whenever you do that, I wake up. I
feel like the energy that it was that if like from animes or something where the neck gets really long and the head just like snakes around like a fucking like the worm from James and the Giant Peach and comes down and looks me in the eye and goes, Are you talking about me?
And it was so funny because he had his back to me too. I don't even know what your reaction was because I went right back to sleep.
You want to know what my reaction was?
What?
I just pretended I was asleep and I never said it. I was like, I'm just going to pretend I didn't even say it, and she's not even going to know it's me. It's fucking terrifying. I just closed my eyes and I said, I didn't say anything anymore.
Oh my God. It made my cheeks hurt. That was funny.
You fucking...
you asshole.
Listen, you got to keep the marriage fresh, right?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to talk about the Hawk Tua girl?
What about her?
She did a rug pull.
What is that?
We've talked about this like 7 times in the past 48 hours.
About her?
About a rug pull. You remember we're watching The Sopranos? You know how Christopher did with Webistics? The pump and dump scheme?
Rug pull, like...
The rug pull is where like you open up a coin, a bunch of people like invest into it, and then you pretty much sell it off immediately, and it just tanks the stock.
Oh, that's specifically what it means?
Yeah, something like that, in layman's terms.
So she had her own type of coin?
Yeah, it's basically she did a pump and dump. That's it. She made like $20 million, I think. Like
that's
instantly.
Pathetic.
Yeah. What's pathetic? That people paid for it?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you deserve.
I feel like at this point, because I feel like at this point, like, what else? It's always a fucking scam. So what the fuck are you doing? Go invest in regular stock. You know,
I just don't understand. Is it Bitcoin? Is it a form of Bitcoin?
Bitcoin is like a type. It's like this. It's the same thing. It's like a different stock. It's like Disney, Amazon, Bitcoin.
I just don't understand what it is though. Like, am I going to Walmart and they're saying card, cash, or Bitcoin? I don't understand.
Well, there's a push for it to be a form of payment, I think. But like basically, my understanding, it's just an internet stock, so it's less regulated.
It's just completely fake.
Well, you think all stocks are fake.
But this one especially.
Yeah, it's more fake.
Like, you're basically just putting your card into something and we're pretending that you have something there. Yeah. And you're using it to get other pretend things. And then we're going to get upset when somebody took a pretend thing and did something. Well, it's real
money that these people invest and lose it all. So, but essentially, yeah, what you're saying is correct. You want to know a secret?
What's that? What did you do?
What the fuck? I'm saying, you want to know a secret?
What?
Want a little secret?
Yeah.
Okay. You can't tell anybody. You guys can't tell anybody either. Caleb Hammer has a crush on the Hawk Tua girl. That's the whole secret.
Wow. Spicy.
It's what? It's like a cute little... I thought you would have been like, ooh, giggly about it.
I don't like her.
You like Caleb?
Yeah, I do.
So you just don't think she's good enough for him?
Yeah.
That's fair. There was a girl I showed Caleb. He came into the stream. He's like, "Hey, Papa," because they saw the prenup video. I made the video about no prenups, and my take was like, you don't need a prenup unless you have assets to protect. Like, that's the hottest take of the fucking century. Well, what happens if you find a girl and then 30 years later you break up? Like, you got to protect your pension. Why? You guys were together for 30 years, you fucking idiot. Like, why would you protect? What are you talking about? She deserves half of that, or you deserve half of her pension. You're in marriage. Oh, that's crazy. Don't get married. The fuck are you getting married for? You idiot. Like, I don't understand. Pisses me off. Anyway, he came in, and I think he's like pushing 30. And you know me, sometimes I'm like, you know, if I feel like if you're 30, you know, and you're single, there's something wrong with you. I don't know if I've upset him a little bit, you know, but he works very hard. He's all about that podcast. Like, God bless him. I would never work that hard, frankly. Partially I'm lazy. Partially I'm a very family oriented man.
Yeah.
But he works very hard. So he came in, he's like, hey, what are ways to meet people? And I was like, you know, he's a big content creator now. So I feel like it's hard. How do you meet somebody? I told him, you need a prenup. I told him he needs a prenup. He does.
I can't imagine in general meeting people nowadays. Like, I have a friend who is dating and it's just horrible. She was telling me how she had gone on the first date that like in a couple of months. And I can't remember exactly what the situation was, but long story short, she was like at the bar with this person and his phone started blowing up because it was his baby mama. But it eventually came out that like they're not exactly separated.
Oh my Lord. That's
like
crazy.
He's still
I don't even know what you're talking about. That's the crazy part. I don't need to know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. But like,
is it Bingle?
Yeah. And now I lost my momentum of the story, but
okay.
The baby mom was blowing him up, wondering where he's at because he was supposed to be home because they're not.
Oh, so they're like
broken up.
They're in like a weird spot where they're not broken up, but they had a fight.
Probably.
So he's like they're having fights, so that's broken up enough to him for the cheat. Yeah, what a scumbag. But I told Caleb, I said he's gonna have to either you gotta actively commit to dating a fan or not dating a fan. Like you either have to find somebody who's not a fan, or you're just gonna find a fan. Because when you have like millions of subscribers and you're getting like people know you enough, and there's probably girls that are like, oh, Caleb's a cute guy. There was when I showed him. There was a TikTok of a girl thirsting for Caleb Hammer.
I just feel like though. There's a difference between knowing of a person, especially if you're using content like TikTok, and like being a fan of them.
What do you? Well, yeah, I guess. But what do you mean? Like knowing of a person versus knowing a person?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course, that's how it always is. But there's a good amount of you leaks through content-wise. Like Caleb's definitely like a little animated for his show, but that's probably who he generally is. Just like me, I'm a little animated for my stream.
Yeah.
Well, that's who I am.
A little bit.
You think I'm much more close to I'm closer to me on my stream?
I think you're probably almost your pure self on your stream.
You think I'm that genuine? Are you calling me a genuine guy?
Yeah, you're genuinely an entertainer.
I'm not an entertainer. I'm just me. I'm just doing me. I'm humble. Hashtag humble. # humble. For all you old heads. Okay, relax. It's you ever hear the saying, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the joke's not funny, but it's better than not making it. I can definitely see in your eyes that you agree with that mentality.
I do.
All right, well that's the Hawk 2 girl. It's so stupid. I mean, you deserve to lose your shit.
Yeah, I really don't get it. It don't make no sense.
What do you mean? Oh, it doesn't make any sense that anybody would invest in these people.
No.
It doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. Oh, small things that we talked about. We were on TikTok and we came across the custom wood burning girl. Remember that? And for a while, I had a little bit of a crush on her.
What is her name?
Custom wood burning on TikTok.
Is that what it is?
I don't know her name. Oh. No, but when we found out, she's like 23. I thought she was like a 40 or 50-year-old.
She gives like really cringe mom energy.
Yeah, cringe like Southern mom, cigarette smoker, like brunette energy.
Oh, that's what I could see as a fantasy.
So I'm like, oh, she's, I had like a little crush on my wife.
She has like the silliest little laugh.
Like that.
Yeah. And what was the meme that was going on? People would like send her pictures.
Something Janko.
And then like it was an ugly baby, right? Do you remember that?
It's somebody's actual kid.
Oh. It's an ugly baby though.
Stop.
And it would just be so funny. She would do the laugh again. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had like such a crush on her and he would get so excited. Then I was like, what does this girl
I would show her the memes and everything. Then I found her randomly on the For You page one day and she's a 23-year-old and she's not unattractive.
No, but she's like a tiny little girl.
She's like a 23-year-old like redhead. And she's okay, but I thought she was like fucking 40. I thought she was like a 40-year-old mom.
Yeah.
Damn. And then she's a fucking kid, I'm 34. She's a fucking kid. She's 23. I mean, I guess because if I was still dating, which I 25 or 26, I think is my cutoff. And that's even young. I'm 34. I think 26. So she's like a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, she's young. So that's disappointing. But that's okay. You know what? All of our crushes are going away. You don't have a crush on Post Malone anymore, you said.
I don't.
Yeah.
But what really pushed me to stop liking him is because I felt like he was drinking too much.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. Why are you laughing?
Because I was going to say just like your father, and then I stopped myself, and then I just said it.
Well, that's why.
Yeah. Now it's not funny. I'm sorry.
Because I was like, this guy's going to kill himself. Like my dad. It was that bitch's birthday on Monday.
Yeah, I know. It's happy birthday.
Rest in peace.
There you go. You got it. You got there. You got there.
Okay.
Anywho,
I know.
I do have 2 celebrity crushes though.
All right, let's hear them.
Well, the first one.
Which one is it?
Adam Driver.
Yeah, I get that though. Adam Driver's a sexy guy.
I love him.
He's sexy. I liked him in Girls. You know what's weird? You know the girl from Girls? What's her name?
Lena Dunham.
I had a crush on her too. I still think I do, but I think she's I don't know if she's a good person.
She's weird. I don't know if she's a good person either.
I think she's a bad person.
I don't know what it is about her because I don't remember, but I know like people were like angry because she was like really weird about something with her sister.
It was something when they were. I think it was when they were both very young, but she was older. I think she might have been in like her 7. She was like weird with her sister.
Yeah.
Which, if you're a social worker, so if you get into the conversation, there's a whole conversation about your parents need to watch their kids because some kids are going through exploration phases, and you need to make sure they're not trying to do it with other siblings because they're kids and they don't really understand things. But yeah, that kind of rubbed people the wrong way. Also, there's something about her.
She's like a weird liberal, but like in a weird way, not in the typical weird liberal way. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't fucking care for her personality, but I do totally think you would fuck her.
Oh, she's the kind of person that since she's a bad person, like it could be like a hate fuck, like a disrespectful one.
Really?
Yeah. Why?
Oh.
It just gives me license to.
Oh, I thought it would just be like regular.
No, it'd be like
you just kind of head it and leave. Oh, Jesus.
Well, no, it would be consensual. She's the kind of person that would be into that.
I don't know.
What do you mean? You don't think
we went a little left real fast. I got a little.
Okay, sorry.
I don't know we were talking about that, but Adam Driver.
Yeah, Adam Driver
and Jacob Elordi.
Who's Jacob Elordi?
I don't know, but he is.
You don't know who he is?
No, I do know who he is. I love him. He's in Euphoria, actually. How old is he?
He's 27. He's actually older than I thought.
He's 27?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was younger.
Jacob Elordi. I'm surprised. Okay.
He makes me feel like when my when I was little. Stop looking at me. I've never expressed this crush to him.
My wife has never expressed a crush like this to me. I mean, she's like giggly about it. I'm a little self-conscious.
I know,
but I suppose I deserve it.
To you about it.
Okay.
But like when my mom. When I was younger and like NSYNC came out, like my mom loved Justin Timberlake, and that's how I just have such a crush on Jacob Elordi.
Okay, good to know.
He's just a cute, handsome young man.
He's a nice looking guy. I get. So here's the thing. I get. Fuck Adam Driver because like he's skinnier, but like I can see a similar energy and vibe with Adam Driver. Also, we both have very large ears. But Jacob Elordi.
Jacob Elordi is just handsome, and I want to look at him. I might say hi to him. I want you and Adam Driver to destroy me at the same time. You know?
I'd consider it. He's into fat bitches. You see his girlfriend from the show Girls?
He's not. She's not even that fat.
She's fat. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not getting into this conversation about levels of fatness.
Anyway,
you guys could high five while you're doing it.
I could think about it.
Would you kiss them?
I think I might be able to. Yeah.
That I might not like though.
All right. Well. Anyway, what are my crushes then? Well, Lindsay Shaw.
Still though?
Yeah, she's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy in her
I
eyes.
stopped watching that podcast, and they actually.
I never started.
So, their podcast, I guess. Another crush of yours, Ren from Even Stevens.
Yeah, that's a light crush, but she's cute.
She runs, I guess, like I don't know what she runs.
Is there just like a whole network of?
Yes,
there's a whole network of like falling off Disney.
Exactly.
Which I don't say derogatorily. That's very common,
But yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And she herself is, I guess, problematic. I don't know the lore there.
It seems like everybody is there.
Yes.
Okay.
But.
I mean,
so what I've seen is that like she's apparently problematic.
Well, that's the sexy part about it.
She canceled the Ned's Declassified podcast. It's not happening anymore.
She canceled it like literally or like emotionally.
No, like she was like their boss. Like her thing ran and she cut them off.
Wow, why?
I don't know, but it was so horribly cringe, and it was like her and Devin were just like doing stuff, and it's like people were like, Cookie, like you have to leave, because his name's Daniel. I don't remember what his last name is.
That's my name.
Yeah, it is. But he seems to be like a sane, okay person. Yeah. Lindsay Shaw is like crazy, and Devin is like a little too there for it. Devin is Ned.
Devin, I don't want to say anything that get me in trouble. Devin's the kind of guy who'd like hit on a drunk girl, you know?
Well, him and Lindsay Shaw dated when they were younger, and now they have like the weird flirting thing again. I think she's still totally in love with him.
Probably. But no, that's what makes her, that's the thing, is that she's a psychotic fucking woman, and that's what's so hot about her. You could see it in her eyes. You could tell that she doesn't sleep very well because she has constant eye droop. You know I like brunettes. She's fucking crazy. She's got a problem, and I'm there for it.
Oh my God.
What?
Still actively, though? Yeah. What's like, do you have any more recent crushes?
I feel like I saw one recently, but I didn't internalize it, so I guess like not enough.
Was it a famous person or a real
person? I remember it because I was like, oh, I'm going to tell my wife about it, and then I forgot. So that's, I feel like I want to remember who the crush was. And I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, I know who it is. Holy fuck. I'm going to show you who it is. Yeah. Oh, popped in. Definitely. She's hot. Hold on a second. I forget the,
I'm very intrigued.
I forget the name of the girl. Catherine Hahn. The girl from Agatha All Along.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's fucking hot.
She's in Step Brothers. She's the one that was to take down and roll up and stick you in my vagina.
Yeah, she's hot. I don't know what it is. She's just...
That is funny. Totally your type.
Yeah, she even has like the nose like you. Yeah. Because I have a thing for like kind of unique noses. I like your nose. It's very cute. It's like unique. It's very sexy. She's got like that. She got like the unique nose, and she's a brunette. And she's 51. You know that?
Is she really?
Yeah. She's hot. I usually don't like funny girls either. You know, but
you married one.
See? Okay. I just feel like being funny is like a masculine trait usually, but she's fucking. I like her. Maybe my toxic masculinity is leaking away.
It's so funny though, because you're like, oh, it's a masculine trait, but you like masculine women. Like one of the other women, like you think is the hottest, is fucking Xena, the warrior princess.
Yeah, she's hot as fuck too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hot.
Super masculine.
I guess that's a fair point. I've never been a damsel in distress kind of guy. You know? Okay. Whatever. But yeah, she's fucking hot. I would choose her over Lindsay Shaw.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say I would choose her over you.
No, never. Of course no. Of course not. If I ever went on a date with her though, I would give her, that's my one.
What the fuck do you mean by that?
I'm just that's my like pass, but I'm kidding. I wouldn't fuck her or anything. The joke. I guess my wife doesn't like funny guys either.
No, I don't like funny
guys. You were just talking about fucking twin towering. Oh, sorry, getting twin towered.
You guys could go down.
By me and what the fuck is his name? Adam Driver.
Did you not hear my joke?
Oh, you can go down.
Oh my God, that was so good, and you didn't get it.
I'm sorry. I'm off tonight. I feel like I'm just fucking bombing.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's right. It's because I'm tired. I used all my good jokes today when I was talking about the CEO that got shot and killed.
Did you talk about what I said?
What'd you say?
About the reward?
It was like up to $10,000.
Up to $10,000.
I feel like you'd save more money just letting him do it again. You know, they would start lowering prices of insurance.
Well, fucking give me enough money to pay for my insurance coverage.
Yeah, 10,000 is not even going to. Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like I feel like just don't like protect them and let them let him start again.
I know that you've talked about it. I've heard you talk about it on your stream, like about how much my insurance is costing and stuff like that. And I've said to you, like, imagine like the DSPs, the direct support professionals that are like single parents supporting their kids. I was talking to a DSP the other day, and she was like saying she's like $16 an hour is not enough for us. She's making $16 an hour. Yeah. So, and that person making $16 an hour has the same insurance as
and then since they have a family insurance, it's probably costing them like $400 a month on top of no deductible. It gets $8,900 out of pocket with no coverage until you.
Which that is disgusting.
Absolutely.
That a DSP is making that much money. But it is even like that more low. Disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pathetic. In New York, Long Island, New York. Oh yeah. Well, we're going to talk about your company, but your company's scumbags too. So you know, they feel like they underpay some people, and they definitely give bad deals on their insurance. They like to pretend that they contribute, but they don't. I doubt that they're contributing anything meaningful. Whatever. Health insurance. We're hitting I think we're in a good spot right now. I'm not even kidding. I'm not trying to be rude. I hate that. Like, I have value of human life, but I think we're in a good spot right now with the CEO getting killed. We're in a good spot because this is the first issue in a long time that Democrats and Republicans are like, yeah, this is the right way to go. People are being pushed to a point of like an oppression that's on. You can only oppress the lower class so much. And they've hit the point where a guy killed a guy and like fucking shot a guy, and everybody.
It looked. This sounds like so insensitive. It literally looked like a Batman scene.
Dude, no, I mean, I hate to be like cringe, but like, yeah, he's like our I was a little bit like our, but he's better than Batman. Batman doesn't kill people, but like the Joker killed millions of people, but he doesn't kill Joker. This guy, how many decisions do you think the CEO made in passing of like, yeah, you know what, let's deny this coverage so I can have a yacht or something. Like, you know that they're fucking people over for a little bit more money. For what? What do CEOs do? It's like administrators and like if you look at the statistics, like administrative costs, which is just like those middlemen kind of people. I don't even know what the fuck administrators really do. Those costs are going up in like a lot of schools, but like it doesn't help the teacher or student experience. So it's just inflating. I think these administrators, I think all they do is just try to get as many people to like use their insurance as possible, but they don't do anything. I have no problem with people making a profit. What the you're not doing anything. Healthcare shouldn't be capitalist. It needs to be government run.
I just don't understand anything, and I don't understand why anything costs so much money, because all the doctors suck balls anyways. Nobody could tell you anything intelligent.
Well, no, that's...
And everybody's mean.
Well, doctors get paid a lot because like it is a difficult job, but it's also very hard to become a doctor, very expensive. There's a lot of bullshit. Like, you don't really need advanced math to become a primary care physician, but it's a lot of bullshit you have to go through. Then school's expensive, which it shouldn't be that expensive in America. And then they get there. I think there's a limited number of people who can become doctors, and then most of them are used yeah, I think so. And then most of them are used to just the old ways where it's like, hey, this is your problem. It's a little southern. Hey, here, this is your problem. Now take this med. But now people ask questions. I ask questions all the time, and like doctors sometimes don't want to answer my questions. And then I just don't use those doctors anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I'm at a point now. I honestly don't think I like male doctors. We talked about this. I've had consistent bad experiences with male doctors. I feel like women doctors, in my experience, are better because they're just more empathetic. If I ask, because doctors are used to you just listening to everything that they say, do this, blah, blah, blah.
And no pushback.
No pushback. We ask questions. Tons of questions. Because I'm here paying you. So women, I've had no problem. Constantly, they'll explain constantly. Like every doctor I go to is a woman. Our doctor, great. Our primary is great. But our first primary was a guy, and he was like fatter than me. And you remember we went there that one time? He's like kind of rude. He didn't check your mother's foot, you said. She's diabetic and she can't feel her feet, and she was like sick one day. He never checked her feet, which is an issue. We went there, and he was like, yeah.
She wound up having something in her foot that almost led to her having to get
it amputated.
Yes.
Because he didn't follow the protocol of like, if somebody's like very badly diabetic to the point that they can't feel it, you have to check their feet.
Yeah, and she was sick with like no obvious reasons.
Didn't even look at it. She went there. Then when we were like, I had high cholesterol, which I still do, but like we're talking about, we got to get healthier, and we're talking casually because we both, so we'll go on appointments sometimes together. We'll do an appointment, you know, it's better for everybody. And we're like, yeah, let's have shrimp and broccoli tonight. He's like, he's just freaked out.
He's like, are you serious? You're really going to say that in front of me?
Because there's a lot of cholesterol. I'm like, I don't know.
And we were like, what? And he was like, it's so high in cholesterol. And we were like, oh, like, we didn't fucking know.
What, a fucking nutritionist? He snapped, and then you asked him what it means, and if you have high cholesterol, then he got confused.
I asked him if he could explain blood pressure to me. Like, what are the numbers mean, and why should I be worried
about
when it like reaches a certain thing? Like, what is bad about a number being high or low? And his answer was, you really want me to explain that?
Yeah, kind of.
I was like, yeah. And then he did explain it. I don't remember what the fuck it is now, but like then it made sense, and it was like, okay, like now I understand why, if this number is high, like what is going to happen.
Yeah, no,
I don't understand why that's a bad thing to like ask a question or want to understand.
Doctors don't want pushback. Remember the gastro I went to was another fucking man. We went in there, and even his aide, which was a girl, gave me a problem. We went to the gastro doctor, And we went in there, and I was like, listen, I was at the emergency room because like my heart, when I lay down to go to sleep, my heart like pump, 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 boom, it races. And I went to the emergency room, and they said it was most likely gastro. I went to my primary doctor. They said it was most likely gastro. They prescribed me omeprazole. My mother-in-law is a nurse, and my mother has GERD. And they're all like, this sounds like a gastro problem. Confidently, this motherfucker says, no, this is a heart problem.
He goes, the gastro wouldn't do anything like that.
Yeah, that's what he says to me. And I'm
it's like, a cardio what? Issue.
And I'm like, I was confused. I'm like, what? Like, I'm telling him, like, no, but I went to the doctor for this. No, that doesn't sound like gastro. They're both the stupid fucks. So just to be clear, stupid, worthless, old fucks. Fucking moron. If he ever watches, you're a fucking idiot. Dumb piece of shit. And like, but I was able to get in there quick because I wanted to see a gastro as soon as possible because I probably have a GERD. I'm on fucking Harper medication, which is helping. But no, insisting that's not what it is. Scheduled an endoscopy. I was like, all right, fine. Go there. We get to the date of the endoscopy. They tell me to go off certain meds for a couple weeks. I'm on Manjaro. It's basically Ozempic. And some other med, Farxiga. Go in there. I don't eat for like 12 hours. Then they try to get a lead in me. The anesthesiologist, not some nurse. The anesthesiologist pricks me 5 times. The most aggressively I've ever been hit before in my life. Jutting into it. I've never had anybody do that, even though I have like a rolling vein. Never. The nurse goes, maybe you should have him drink some water to pump up my veins. Just keeps digging in there. Finally, another woman comes in and gets it. They went into my right arm here, my left arm here, my right hand, my left hand, and then they got it in the wrist. And it's like, I can deal with the pain, but I'm sitting there shaking.
And I wasn't allowed back there.
Yeah, well, she would have fucking screamed at them.
Oh, yeah.
She would have torn them. But I'm shaking, like, horrifically. Like, I'm trying not to be a pussy, but I'm, like, shaking. I'm just like, they're like, you're all right? I'm like, yep, I'm fine. Just get it. Finally get in there. It was kind of funny because I'm like, can you give me something to put between my legs when I lay on my side? He's like, you have a bad knee? I was like, no, I have balls. You know, the guy who drove me in, the guy, he was cool. He's like, I think it's for his balls. He was the one who said it. So he was cool. He was the only one. The transportation guy was cool. And the nurses, they do it, you know, they put me to sleep. I wake up. They're like, oh, we couldn't do it because you had food in your stomach. Probably because of the Ozempic. This happens. And I'm just like, okay. But I'm sitting there like, why wouldn't you tell me to fast for longer or... Okay, fine. I scheduled the appointment. It was a Tuesday, so I scheduled it for the Thursday. I'm like, I'm going to do the 24-hour fast. No problem. So, this motherfucker, that day, I'm halfway through my fast.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not halfway. I decided to fast longer. I was eating just Jell-O in the beginning of the day, so I really hadn't been eating. But I was like a good amount of time into my fast. And he calls me. No, some nurse calls me and said, hey, we're going to have to cancel it because your BMI is too high. I was like, what do you mean my BMI is lower than it was 3 months ago? Because I've been on...
Well, we're going to have to do it in the hospital.
Yeah, your BMI is too high.
Because your BMI is too high.
So I was like, what are you talking about? My BMI is lower than it was. Yeah, that's what the doctor said. So I got pissed. I got a little pissed at her. But then, like, you know, I sent them like a whole thing.
But he called me and I lost it. Because if you're saying that his BMI is too high, that means that you unsafely tried to put him under the first time.
Yeah.
Because his BMI is not changing.
Yeah. Exactly. So I gave him a lot of shit. I wrote like a really bad review. I called like the main healthcare provider person that's like the blanket for them all. And then he calls me and everything. And he's like, oh, what we actually meant is because you had food in your stomach the first time, it'll be better to do it in a hospital in case this way, even if there's food in there, we can still go through with it. Because if there's food in your stomach, it's a risk that can get in your throat or something. Or asphyxiate. That's a good explanation. Why didn't I not get that the first time? Why do I come in with gastro symptoms and you tell me I have a heart problem, which my doctor 100% cleared me, by the way? Why can your fucking anesthesiologist not prick me correctly? Why are you fucking stupid?
Why are you telling me that it's my BMI?
My BMI. Like, you're a fucking moron. I swear to God, a lot of doctors nowadays are so fucking stupid. I think younger doctors are smarter.
Yeah.
Because, like, they grew up in a world where it's time to explain what you're doing. I'm paying you fucking $200 to come for a visit, whether it's me or my insurance company. You can sit down. $200 for 20 minutes is a pretty good fucking deal. You know? But all of our other doctors, they do...
Damn, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, you're going for fucking 20 minutes.
That's crazy.
You go, and your appointment's at 10 o'clock. You have to get there by 9:50. You're in by 10:30. They see you by 10:40, and then you're out by 11 o'clock. And you pay $200. I fucking hate that. All the doctors that I have right now, my primary, my gastro doctor, even my blood doctor, pretty good with those. They're not that bad. The blood might be a little bit long for waiting room, but still fine. But they'll answer questions and they explain everything, and they're fucking women. All of them are women. They'll sit down, they explain things to you. Even my cardiologist, which I don't want to go to him because he's like not a bad guy, but he just doesn't. He has the old school thinking. You said the other day because he was like, I was like, yeah, listen, I can I do like a stress test and then can I see how much I have clogged in my arteries? Just you're too young for that. You're fine. But you had somebody at work that fucking passed out and died at 39. I'm fucking 34.
Yeah.
We live in a society where food is less healthy and people are moving around less. I have the money. I want to go fucking see if I got a goddamn blockage in my.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck it. So I'm going to call on Monday about that. But like the old school thinking of I don't have to explain it. Oh, you're too young for that. This is gone now. I'm not trying to fucking die.
Mm-hmm.
You think you would have wanted to prescribe it anyway. You get more money from fucking sending me off to get a goddamn test.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I'm readjusting.
That's my little rant about healthcare. You know what you said the other day, though, now that we're still on the topic of healthcare. She goes to me, this is a great point. She said, why aren't doctors open late?
For real?
Yeah, like why is it every fucking doctor is like, oh, we're a 9 to 5. Okay,
Monday through Friday.
Yeah, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Okay, that's when everybody works. Like, why aren't there any like overnight doctors outside of emergency rooms?
There would be especially a pediatrician.
Yeah, like a 2 to 10.
Work 2 to 10 or something. They would be filled constantly. But I used to be so jealous of the kids. And
well, they don't have to be. That's the thing is like we pretend that like our healthcare is like capitalism and it's all great. But like everybody does the same fucking thing. You have no real meaningful choices on where you really want to go. Yeah, so they can just do whatever they want. Like there's no capitalist policy.
You just have to find somebody who's like not too much of an asshole.
That's what you need to find. Which we've been lucky,
But I was always jealous of the kids that like would go on a doctor's appointment and then be at lunch with McDonald's because their parents got the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Or like they had to go to the dentist. Did you like have that experience?
No, I went to the dentist on the weekends.
I was gonna say my mother never took me out of school for a doctor's appointment, but did like other kids they would come back from appointments?
Yeah, no, I've never had that. Because we know a dentist, like my Aunt Kathy, like works for dental office, and they've always been very nice. And they're open Saturdays. They close like Sundays and Wednesdays, so which makes sense. So yeah, man, we need nighttime doctors. I think that'd be a great idea. Oh shit, that girl came up on the phone, Catherine Ha.
Did you get excited?
Ooh. No,
ooh. Wow, wow, I'm down. And I can sing high. Don't you remember?
I remember what you're referring to.
Okay. That's your wife.
That is my wife. I love you a lot.
His name's not Dale. Dale's the brother. That mom in that movie, she is fucking hot.
The mom from Step Brothers?
Oh, yeah.
I think Catherine's hotter.
She is hot.
She's okay.
She is hot stuff.
She's too frail.
What do you mean? Oh, my God.
Yeah, you're talking about Mary Steenburgen?
Yeah. I like her.
She's cute, but
like
she's
if I was a boy and like that was my friend's mom, like I would have a crush on her. I would want to see her boobs, you know?
Me too. I would definitely want to see pretty much any woman's boobs, like frankly. But what? Okay.
I had
say it. Just say it.
My instinct.
Say it. Say it.
What about your mom's?
She's fucking killing herself right now. She's cracking the fuck up.
It's just so funny because I really do. That's that's a bit that comes out every once in a while.
Yeah. Yep. It makes me uncomfortable.
So funny.
It's terrible. Anyway, she's cute, but she's fucking look at her. She's cracking up. She thinks she's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks she's so. You know what's been bothering my wife a little bit lately? I don't even know what it is. I'll say, we have so much stuff to sell. Why don't you have your friend help us sell it? And she's just like, why?
I love you. You get fixated on people, and I don't know if you realize that.
I'm
a
mentally ill minor.
Yeah, like you get fixated on people, and then you find like you associate them with something, and then whenever that thing comes up, they come up.
Yeah.
And so, like, you've taken this friend that I have and you've put them into, like, maybe 3 boxes. Yeah. And so whenever something comes up, you're like, oh, this person. This so person. What? And it doesn't even make sense. And I don't talk to this friend often. So what? We're like, I've known her since I was little.
Yeah.
But
you guys like each other. You just don't make the time for each other.
Yeah.
You should do that.
But like
you have a lot going on, I guess.
What?
I said you have a lot going on though. So
yeah.
We have a lot, very busy.
In order to hang out with her, I wouldn't be able to hang out with you.
Yeah, that's not a big problem. That is a big problem.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing. Well, I don't really hang out with my friends too much.
But that's why it bothers me, because it's like a fixation and it don't make no sense.
All right. Anyway, what do you guys think my mom's tits look like? Comment below. Comment in the description below for what my mom's.
She would smack the fuck out of you right now.
Yeah, she's abusive.
I
don't think that she would, because I've made comments about how I think she's a lesbian all the time.
I thought you were just going to talk about what her boobs looked like.
No, I can't go about. I cannot. It's like the only person I can't joke about. It's like my mother, my Bobshi, and like my Aunt Kathy are probably the 3 of the people I really can't like joke about. I actually, now thinking about it, probably like all my family. It's too gross. I love a good joke, but it just gets fucking nasty because then I think about it and like now I'm closing my eyes and I'm like, my mom's tits are in my, and I'm just like disgusting. I'll never. It's like burned into my fucking, and I don't know what they look like, but I imagine what they look like, and it's just like terrible. I can't do it. It's terrible. This is why I can't think about these things. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh my god.
What do you think your mom's tits look like?
I know what they look like.
I have a genuine question. I'm just curious. Do they look like your tits, kind of?
I don't know. I don't really know what my mom's boobs look like.
Okay, I don't know. Like I forget. Like,
I don't know.
Well, you and your mom look like identical. One day we should show them the picture of your mother when she was like your age. I thought it was fucking you until you look at it for like 5 seconds. It's crazy.
She's like not me. She's a little older in it.
All right. Well, you know, whatever.
But yeah, I saw the picture. I was like, is that me?
Yeah, it was funny. I like that picture.
All right. Well, now that we've talked about both our mom's boobies.
Yeah, that was a pretty good conversation. Oh, there's one thing I do want to talk about. I think I got to fart first. All right.
Do it in the mic. Do it in the mic.
I hope nobody heard that. I didn't fart. I made a comment the other day. Wow, that stinks horribly.
Is it really bad?
Why are you getting so upset?
Because your farts have been so bad lately. Like there was the other night you asked me to come in here and cover your stream.
Yeah.
And his fart was flavored throw up. That's how it smelled.
It's probably so unprofessional to have on like a podcast.
Probably. But
flavored throw up. My fart was flavored throw up. That's disgusting. Horrible. That's horrible. That's very descriptive and very simple.
And I'm looking in the camera. I truly mean that when I say that.
I think
it didn't smell like it wasn't a scent. It was flavored throw up.
Oh, you know, you are what you eat. Anyway, the other day I made a point in a video, and I said this so many times. You've never given me pushback.
Oh.
You know what I'm going to say?
Yes, I do.
And I said that I think that men have the motivation more than women to want to like change the world. And women have more motivation to try to like change their world, so to speak. Like they're more interested and focused on their family, and men are more interested and focused on like building outside of that family in a way to provide for that family. And I kind of made that point, and you disagreed with me.
Yeah.
Great. Why? Like, no.
Well, name like 3 jobs women typically have.
I don't know, nurse?
Yeah.
What's your point?
Social worker, teacher, nurse. We establish our careers in helping the world, and then we focus on our families after. It's just like a thing that we do. Like it's not even like a thought. It's just like, yeah, like we're going
we should have had this conversation first, so I had a rebuttal. Because I'm thinking, damn, fuck. I still feel like I'm correct, but now you've proposed interesting information.
I feel like for women, it's just like it's a very almost like a minor decision. Like, it's just like what we're doing. Like, we want to be like in a helping profession and we do that. Whereas, like, I feel like you're saying, like, for men, it's a very like decision. Like, I'm doing this and I want to do this. Where we're like, okay, like, we'll be a teacher, we'll be a nurse, I'll be a social worker, and we'll take care of patients and people.
Yeah, it hurts my argument when I was going on a whole thing about how women are better doctors before. Because, like, yeah, women tend to be more empathetic, I feel like. So for men, damn.
I feel like for men, it often also comes more from a leadership and being in charge perspective.
Yeah, I think
like, you want to be the one with the ownership that, like, oh, I had this idea and I'm doing this thing.
You know, I guess I was from the perspective where, like, men historically have made pretty big changes, you know, very, very, male energy driven, moving the world
forward
technologically and everything.
Now, from your own experience, how many of them do you think were supported by?
That's my point. That's the point that I'm making, is that, like, women will support their at home and their family and strengthen the man that they're with so that make him more effective. That's been my experience.
We already got our shit down.
Maybe it's more because you guys weren't allowed to do that.
Perhaps.
So you're like, okay, let me live through my husband, and this way he'll do it better anyway because he's a man.
I mean, I disagree with that.
Why? Because I think the men are better.
No, I think that men are going through their thoughts and talking it out.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
What do you mean men are going through their thoughts and talking it out?
Like, maybe they're talking to their partner about work.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and then the woman is able to reflect with them, and then they gain their ideas from their conversations.
I mean, like, two people are better than one. You get a male and a female perspective, and it helps you be more, like, impactful. I guess that makes sense. We talk about your job too.
Well, I mean, that's a very in-depth thing. I was really just saying, like, we're gonna talk, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, like, give you ideas, and you're gonna be like, oh, and then you're gonna take that in and go with it.
From a masculine and feminine perspective and be able to come up with, like, the best solution based on that.
Very introspectively, yes.
I feel so defeated.
I know. I killed that conversation so
You
quick.
fucking destroyed it. I'm sitting here and I'm like,
I'm on the toilet the other day and he comes and tells me about that. And I go to say that to him and he's like, no, let's save this.
I'm sitting here thinking that we're going to have a fucking 15, 20-minute conversation about this. And I got nothing. I have nothing. I have absolutely nothing. Yeah, women have to do all this. Okay. You know, I still think men are cool. Men are still pretty cool. I will say, I do feel like men are more ambitious than women. I don't know if you agree with that. I feel like a man is more likely to try to push up and work up a ladder than a woman is. Because you even talk about it at your job. You don't want to advance from. You like where you are and you want to stay put.
Well, that's what I was just going to say to you. Is like, do you think that men have more opportunity to be what word did you they have more opportunity to be ambitious, not from opportunity wise as in like men get more opportunity. Well, I am saying that, but basically, like, I'm fucking tired, I want to have kids, I'm gonna do a lot around the house, I don't want to fucking be ambitious. If I wanted to, I could be at the top.
Yeah, no, that's
my point. But men have more brain space. That doesn't mean that I'm not ambitious. That means that I'm choosing other things over my ambition for my career.
Yeah, but that's how I would define ambition. Is like your ambition. How much of a priority is it to advance in your career? I feel like men hold higher priority over advancing in their career because oftentimes it means that for a woman, it means you have to sacrifice having a family, and like women are obviously more attuned to wanting to have a family, but also the ones that have to basically have the family. You have to gestate, come in your
but I don't think that I don't think that's a lack of ambition. I don't think that's a fair word to say.
Maybe but you get my point. You're prioritizing your family over your advancement.
Yeah,
I think that in that sense, men tend to be a bit more ambitious. Like, you're comfortable with saying where you are.
Yeah,
I'm not. I feel like that's more of a male experience to, like, not be comfortable with where you are. And it's more of a male experience to sacrifice time with your family to push forward and to build themselves and to, like, engage in that ambition and that ego and that status. Because you get a certain point where men will make so much money, but it's not about money anymore. It's just about how much status you can acquire, where women don't have that problem. See, now that I'm framing it as a slight negative, you're agreeing.
No, I disagree with you.
Why?
Because I simply do not like the word ambition and the way that it's being used.
Do you think that ambition is like always a purely positive thing? Are you thinking that I'm saying that like men are better than women?
I think that like I'm hearing like having like a lack of ambition. Like you're saying that women have a lack of ambition for.
I think women prioritize their family over themselves. Men are more likely to prioritize.
Yeah, but that's not having ambition.
I think that's how the ambition manifests itself. I'm going to define ambition.
Define it.
I'm going to see like let's get to the bottom of this. Strong desire to do or to achieve something, typically requiring determination and hard work. I feel like men have more. So, like the last 3 minutes of our conversation got cut out.
Yeah.
That's it. My microphone went.
Which is so funny.
We came to a good spot, though.
Yeah.
You admitted that you were wrong.
No, I didn't.
I'm kidding.
One of the comments on our last episode was that someone was like, I don't know if it's the new mics. And I was laughing because these are the same shitty ass mics that he's had for years.
Yeah. Well, what did they say about the mics?
Vibe. They were like, I don't know if it's the new mics or whatever, but they like the vibe.
We have a nice vibe now.
Yeah.
Hope the vibe of this one's not too bad.
It's a little weird.
It's a little messy. Today's a little messy, but that's okay. You know, it's fine. It is what it is. Talk again.
Oh. Ooh. He just wants me to check the mic.
Bro, I'm nervous. It's only the last 3 minutes. Like, I'm not going to replicate the argument we had because, like, that's stupid. But, how frustrating. How frustrating. It's all right. That is what it is. We've switched mics this time, and, like, that mic was, like, weird. It, like, pulled out. You know?
This is the mic that he was talking on is the one I usually use, which is why whenever we've made content previously, my mic is always going out.
Yeah, because the fucking wire is like pulling out the bottom. I think I shifted it in a weird way. So that's all right. Well, is there anything else you want to talk about today? I mean, you know, we wanted to talk about Sex in the City. And
I think we need to do a whole TV episode at another time.
Yeah, but that's true. All right. Well, you know what? I think today it was okay. That's it for today. I love everybody. Take care. Have a good one. I love you too.
I love you more.
And that's it.
See you next week. Sayonara, suckers.
Yep.